When is episode 8 of Murderons finally going to come out? Ever since episode 7 came out back in March, that's all fans could ever think about. And now that episode 2 of The Amazing Digital Circus is out, does that mean the next big release on Glitch's channel is the 8th and final episode of the series? Well, let's find out. When Mass Destruction premiered on March 29th, it came out following 6 months of Murderons drought because at this point in time, we had not gotten an episode since August of the previous year. The wait was 100% worth it though, since not only did episode 7 look absolutely amazing, it definitely delivered on the lore and the action. It was even a bit longer than usual, clocking in at 25 minutes and 41 seconds long. Originally, Glitch was going to release both episodes 7 and 8 in the spring of 2024 timeframe. However, following the Glitch drama, the CEO put out an official statement on Twitter in which he mentions that the team would decide to delay the project to a later date to give them more time to work on it, since there were conflicting reports saying how the deadline was too tight. Some fans believed that the Murderons team solely focused all their efforts on episode 7, and once that was completed, they had begun production on the 8th and final episode, which is not true at all. The animation team worked on both episodes in a similar time frame in order to get them out relative to one another, because if that was the case, then we would be waiting 6 months to a year at the earliest, and because that they were both working on both episodes at the same time, it makes sense why the animators might have felt a bit time crunched. Glitch also refers to episode 8 as the final episode, which can be interpreted two ways. One would be that the show's series finale will be episode 8, or it could mean that the series finale altogether and that the next season will be announced at a later date. But for now, all we know is that this is the end of the show. A season 2 just sounds like a bit much since the show seems to be ready to wrap itself up, so the animation must be a lot more challenging than it ever was prior. It might be the best looking episode Glitch has ever made. And to emphasize this, Glitch's comment says to buy the merch so that the episode will look better, since the more funding they receive, the more talented artists that they can actually hire to bring this finale to life. That's why the merch is so important, and that's why it's crucial that it's bought. Now the question we all have been waiting to be answered, just when is Glitch gonna actually give us some kind of news regarding episode 8 in either the form of a teaser or a full-on trailer? We got our first teaser for episode 7 back in November 2023 during Glitch X, which was 4 months prior to the release. And considering it seems to be Glitch's intention to release episode 8 during this calendar year as for when episode 8 could realistically come out, I do think that we will get episode 3 of The Amazing Digital Circus before we get episode 8, since again, Digital Circus's animation is a lot simpler than Murderons. Murderons characters have reflecting effects on their facial displays, as well as their shows portrays itself a lot more realistically than Digital Circus does. Not that Digital Circus looks bad or anything, just that it does not take realism as seriously as Murderons does. And if we assume that Digital Circus episode 3 will come out in July, since that follows the 2 to 3 month schedule Murderons followed for a while, that means we will likely get some sort of teaser trailer for episode 8 in late July or early August, meaning that we will get to see the premiere of Murderons episode 8 in December of 2024, and we will get our last big trailer in November during Glitch X 2024. And considering how long 8 is taking, being the finale, I once again believe that the episode will go beyond 30 minutes, potentially even 35 minutes long. I don't think that they will realistically tie up that many loose ends in 20 minutes or so. I know people were upset with my original prediction of 40 minutes, and I will agree that it is a bit much, but it's likely going to be a little bit over 30 at least. There's just too much to wrap up here. Also, Glitch can definitely afford it. If they have over 10 million subscribers, as well Digital Circus's episodes are both above 80 million views, trust me, money will not be an issue. One observation I had was how Digital Circus seems to be marketed a lot more than Murderons when a new episode's about to come out. And I'm not too far off. I mean, just think about it for a second. Murderons episode 7 only had 2 short teaser trailers months apart, and then episode 2 of The Amazing Digital Circus was getting teaser image after teaser image dropped one after another like they were being handed out like goodie bags. And I theorize that this is probably because the showrunner Gooseworks is a lot more willing to show it off early, since she can't wait, or she just loves making the internet collectively lose their minds. Regardless of the reason, it's in stark contrast to how Liam Vickers goes about things. He's a very reclusive person and does not speak out about the show much, and he works kind of behind the scenes. Heck, we rarely see the man's face, only his profile picture, which is just another character he created from his other show, Cliffside. There is one image of him that floats around, however, but that's about all we have of his actual appearance. And sure, Gooseworks doesn't show her face very often either, however she is always replying to fans and continues to tease the fans. But with Liam, we never really hear from him, and I feel as though he likes to keep his private life pretty private. As well, he loves to make us speculate and wonder what's going to happen next, to the point we start going flat out insane with theories. And I like how he keeps it sort of ambiguous, making us theorize a lot more. And as I said in previous theories, the episode will coincide with the brand new merch, likely giving us a storm of plushies just like Digital Circus episode 2 did. And following episode 8, we will get a merch promotional video similar to how we got the training video hosted by Zero Designation J and the musical adventure video for the Amazing Digital Circus. And if there's any bit of hope at all for a season 2 or continuation at some point in time, we will know by the end of this episode. However, I have my doubts. Okay, so while I was writing this very video, Glitch actually made an announcement, that being that Merjones will be at Atlanta's MomoCon from May 24th through May 27th, and these renders for En and Uzi on the promotional image look new to me. I may be wrong, but they can look kinda new. Also, we could potentially get some news about where episode 8 is in development, or when we can actually get a teaser or some kind of news. But nothing's been confirmed yet, but subscribe and I got all the news about episode 8 and all things Merjones around the clock. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.